Good afternoon, all. This is Fari Hemzi coming to you from lovely downtown Naples, just a bit east of it. They kicked my ass. They said you got to go inland a little bit because one of my investors just went nuts. When that Ian came, I was too close to the water, less than a mile, and freaked him out. It wasn't that I was that close. Is that this guy? See what smart money does. This guy had data to show the canal pressure was so high, the water came out over a berm, and we got hit. We had fish in our cul-de-sac. How he got to that, I don't know, but I can't lie. So I said, "Yeah, right, you're right." Because you got 90 days. You don't move, you don't trade for me. That's simple. So here I am inside here. Hi, Michael. How are you, sir? Welcome. Okay. Today we're starting another of our webinars. As always, we kind of wobbled back and forth. I apologize toward the year end. We're posting them here. It should be monthly, should be bi-monthly. I would say every other week we're doing that, so I'll fix that. As posted here, so right after this session, we'll post the next one on. Okay. If you have not been registered with us, can't be because you're here, so it doesn't apply to you. But if your friends or somebody else wants to come me once a year do this, why is once a year? It's because that automated feature to program the whole year in advance, but they dump the data. So we're not trying to get more of your data. It's always safe with us. But we'll here's good. This is our commitment from 2002, still there. Okay, so anyhow, here we are. Couple of commentary on housekeeping. I'm proud to announce to you that we're joining Ninja Trader. We'll be offering two of our products for them. As you know, they're ex TradeStation folks. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. And some of them, they knew me. I didn't know them, they knew me. Why? Because at the time they were at TradeStation. And so they've welcomed us with open arms, which is nice. We have no issues with TradeStation. We just need to have an additional platform where our indicators can run, especially ones that we don't give out, which is Tiger Shark. Yeah, it would be, I came from a B2 F18 and a 747, a little bit of a F5, which is F5G, which is Tiger Shark. I can't allow myself to be in a box. So one level, one company can tell you what to do. So we've been thinking about kind of diversifying, and I'm happy to report to you that one of the key guys who has spent 20 years with me on the TradeStation development and option station and radar screen. He's been 2 years now with Ninja, and he suggested, "Do you want to do this?" Well, last time he said that to me, we created Orb. So, so I told him this is going to be a major undertaking. He goes, "I'll take care of it." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Well, you always have good ideas, and I want to be on the side of practitioners." He's a great programmer. He trades a little bit, but nothing crazy like me. But we're there. We're looking for some beta testers. We have about 5 or 6 already signed up. We're gonna give out two levels. I think. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Thank you. No. These are wrong. No, these are showed up. I see. Forget those two. These are out. Two new ones will pop. These will be named TS and Happy Pro TS, Happy Pro Expert TS, and then and then NT and so forth. So basically, we're gonna put. We're not gonna put you up the basic. There's little people in basic. We'll do select number of these and select number of these in two level of testing. Okay, which would be not all of it, but most crucial ones. So we'll probably go out with about 10, 12 indicators as a test. So that should keep us busy. We're also doing by groups. There's some initial testing with them, just from the protocol of a tech support issue, which I like, which is, it keeps the Bawa types out programmers. You got to follow some instructions, some rules to show to them. Da da da. We're in that phase right now. Tomorrow we have a big meeting with them, so I'm happy about that. And then we're doing a little bit of a programming each night. Most of the stuff is done. The Tiger Shark itself is like 50% done. But since we're not going to distribute that, that's we'll get there. Let's get these parts going. We'll be part of their ecosystem, which is featuring notable work out there of key websites. So it was their idea, not mine. I didn't even know it existed. All I wanted to do get my Tiger Shark indicator there, and they said, no, let's do it this way. So and they're about 10 times size of train station. That could give us a massive volume, which is great. Which is great. The best way in this business to find the next N plus one customer or client is that they have a trading account at a brokerage, right? If you have money there and you're active there, you're coming to their webinars, you're a good target. So rather than doing all these fancy buying emails and do pay per click and all that, just stay focused. I don't need a lot more customers. We just need good customers, and I think we have a good bunch over the years. So anyhow, that's one housekeeping. Anything else? Um, we're still having a problem with I buy power uh, uh, computers. The what do you call it? The CPUs. The speed is too fast. If you're using i9, try to be at 12.9 or lower. Uh, if, let me. This is important, guys. This is a PSA, public service. Let me go to Amazon. So, and no, I don't want to go to Alexa. Hold on. If you doing, huh? I don't want to go there. I want to go to Amazon. No, guys. Hold on. Guys. You need to worry about this, okay? Okay, so let's go to Amazon, and then we're done here. I promise you. Okay, let me go to I9. Okay, I9 dash 12.9. Okay, you want to get these. That's the that's the highest you want to get these. I9, not that's I7 for him say. I9 12.9. Nothing after that. There's 13.9 and 14.9. Avoid those. They're gonna get you in big trouble on trading. That's I7. You know what I'm talking about. The core, you want I7 12th generation. 12th generation. This is a 14th generation, but it's I7. I'm not worried about I7. I'm talking about I9s. Don't go beyond that. You're going to get into trouble. And we have one machine made by I Buy Power from Amazon here. And man, I've had this problem with them since the middle of December. And they're trying to get it back to me from LA. Yeah. Anyhow, so be careful of that. There's nothing else to report. Life is good. Work is work is reasonable. Temperature in the 80s. And Admiral and I go for a walk every day. And I'm swimming a little bit here and there. It's good. All right, let's get the session started as we have more folks coming in. Hey, Michael, how are you? And here we go. Okay. Today we had housing starts coming in, and you could see they're revised up. We have dipped down there a little bit. And on the starts, permits, if I remember, still holding up pretty strong. Permits are there, but starts have dropped, as you can see. 14.9, 15.15, then you're coming with 13.6. Now, remember, some of these, just like, not as bad as non-farm, but they're subject to revisions. You really want to look at revisions. So, I am dying to see jobless claims for tomorrow. I'm dying because all these layoffs, especially government layoffs. So because I don't buy this 215 at all. I don't know what they're smoking. This must be an old survey. And then if it's not tomorrow, it'll be a big one next week. They have laid off a lot of people, and then some companies have also. So this is going to be an eye popper, I think, either tomorrow or next week. Goolsby speaking, Philly Fed. We already got what do you call it? Empire State. This was a disaster. This report was a disaster. On the not the top line, the detail. Yeah, and Peter does it for us in live. That's one value of that NQ rule. He does the analysis there live. I don't know how he gets this data, but he's got it. And sure enough, there was pressure on the market. Okay, as you know, he writes a comment for everybody. We share it with all of our people on our email list once a week. But the I think one of the key parts of is his analysis. That's why sometimes I trade from this room. Well, with that computer gone, I have no choice. But this way, the way I'm sitting, I trade on this machine, and he's next to me. I read his commentary. Let's talk about leading indicators. I kind of like this before in years back, especially in my bond years. Less and less impactful, but that's a point one is zero. We'll see. And it's, as you can see, it's not it's just a dark dot actually. It's not green or red. So tomorrow jobless claims, Philly Fed. Existing home sales on Friday. Do not miss. Consumer sentiment, very crucial. I bet this is going to be dropping. I bet it's going to be dropping. So we'll see. It's just a general order of things. I'm sorry. Where do we go? Where do we go? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, no, no. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I clicked there. And home sales for Friday. Let's see what we got there. 4.29. Okay, there's a revision is going to come in. I think 4 points. So we're going to dip down, I think. That's the consensus. We'll see. We'll see what the first revise is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you live in a community like us, we do down here, this stuff is big numbers. Okay. Consumer confidence and home sales. Yeah. We don't have any auto here. So there are plenty of autos here, but we don't make any. So actually, some of the fine automobiles in this world. You guys see them on the streets of Naples, but we don't make any. All right. So, Chatroom data. I forgot. We're done with the calendar. Is there? No, hold on. Hold on. Very. No, hold on. I have this report. Hold on. Okay. So, February 19th is today. We'll meet again on the 5th of March. By the way, my New Year, Persian New Year, which is 20th of March, I'll be going to LA for 3 or 4 days. So, 2 days I'm meeting with very high, big Reg D investors, and then 2 or 3 days with my family. That's why my own vacation now for a long time. Okay, so let's go on their calendar. Come on. I'm trying to turn off the damn phone. As since they put Bixby on this, it's become very difficult. Then you got to deal with Bixby to understand what you need to do. Really ridiculous. Yeah, hell with it. Okay, let's see. So we talked this week. 21st is a expiration on Friday. Next week we have Dallas Fed on Monday. Case Sheila on Tuesday. Again, consumer confidence, not sentiment. Okay, Friday is sentiment. This is consumer confidence from Conference Board. Consumer sentiment is from U of Michigan. Richmond Fed also on the 25th. New home sales on 26th. There comes a big one, 27th. Durable goods, GDP, of course, jobless claims, and pending home sales. And Kansas City Fed. So next week, Thursday is going to be important. And then on the 28th, last day of the February, we have trade, personal income. That's what the Fed is going to watch. And then Chicago PMI. Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking in terms of data too. The tariffs are kind of whipsaw, because there's no coherent policy. Not with this team. That's why they put it on, take it up. It's like they throw spaghetti on the wall, see what works. So really don't have anything impactful yet. And you don't know if they're going to cancel it or not. But once they're sealed, done, signed, it's going to be applied. You're going to have a move in PPI first, Producers Price Index, but within about 30 days or maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. That there's not 2 months. Between 1 to 2 months, that's going to hit. The next cycle is going to hit CPI, and the third cycle is going to be Fed coming in and raising rates because all these policies are very very inflationary. In terms of it defeats the whole purpose of globalization and bringing costs down. So it's going to impact not you and I. We trade. We don't have a boss. We work a little bit harder. But for average guy out there, everything's going to go up, including groceries. Yeah. So we're going to be interesting times out there. So, uh, just you know what? Just pay attention to your work. I don't even turn on TV anymore because all BS. So I just worry about what my charts are telling me and what do I need to do tomorrow. Now, let's go to the last chart that we'll go then to. One chart for the ES, I'm sorry, for Marcus Brazil, and then we go on. First of all, uh, Dennis Parmalee is here. Thank you, Dennis. He accepted my invitation to work with Mark, especially when Mark is away. There's no way anybody can handle 7 hours. It's just too much. But during the time Mark is away, or sometimes it's emergency. He's had a kid and has been a very bad, horrible hockey accident. State champions. These are good, top guys, but 11 years old. That just breaks my heart. Vincenzo, he's a good kid, and just it's been a really bad situation. For those conditions, Mark Levy needs um, a deputy, and nobody better than Dennis. He's been around a long time. I know him. I trust him. And this last since September 1st, I guess, when Mark came over, or September 24th, I'm sorry, they have established a bond and they work together, and that's good. As a matter of fact, I've even convinced Mark to say, Coffee sometimes he's gotta go somewhere, or he's got he mentors options for of all people, Larry McMillan, the high priest of our business. That shows his caliber. Yeah, that's probably the best option website, and Mark mentors for him because of his experience with 27 years at SIBO. Uh, I told him he goes, sometimes I get a trade, and this is an important thing. I get a trade, but I can't put it on because I'm leaving in 5, 10 minutes. I have to cancel. What do? I said, nothing. Talk to Dennis. Not every trade, but a trade that you really feel comfortable. You're very strict, very defined order, and you can engage it, and then we'll have Dennis take them out. Kind of follow through with the participants in the room. And also, one thing else we have added, in order to better uh, 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 measure what's happening with the trades, as you know, it's been our policy for, I don't know, since I think probably October, right after Mark came back from his fall. He messed up his right leg. Um, to put the parameters together for the trades, the fills are not from him or from Dennis. They're Phil. I'm saying, if Dennis is there to take the trade out, no. But as a regular trading, he can't. Yeah. And this is all done by Nancy. I appreciate her work. And there you go. But we've added this requirement that he can trade up to 5 times as long as they're qualified trades, meaning each a trade becomes qualified if at least 3 live fill were from the chat zone. It has to be from chat zone. So our data that we show here has already been experienced live, live money from you guys, not even from us. Remember, that's a different level of disclosure you have to give. The hypothetical is really bad. I mean, you have no idea what you're getting, and it's a sim. This is live, and this is live not by the trader. It's from the participants. And when you get 3 of them, now we were getting this, and I gave a talk, and Mark asked to, as you see down here, you got low participations. I mean, they didn't get 3 trades. And I got upset because some of these were very nice trades. I gave a talk and I said, guys, He's going to get disappointed, and there's so much. We don't ask you much. Look at what we give you. Level of transparency. And you're here. You're sitting here. Why don't you take the trade? Give us at least three. I don't need all of you in every trade, but please try to give us three trades. I mean three fills, so we can triangulate and get a fair value for entry, fair value for exit. So when we give a P&L, it's representative of what's happening uh, fairly accurately. It's not the worst case, and it's not the best case. It's a statistical model that says if you get some outlier trade, most likely we throw most of it out. Yeah, but as long as there's a bunch of it in one area, and now we saw some feedback the other day. I see seven trades for what 7 fields for one trade. Now that's very accurate in terms of for our purposes. But that's where we are. Profit factor is 192. He's winning 65% of the time, which is fairly good. This can be improved. 3,000 a month, what the average is made on one contract. And the number I look at always is this coverage. If the cost is 499, right now it's 250 actually. Your coverage is right now for the first month. Your coverage is 12 to 1. Right now it's 6 to 1 at full price. That shows that the money is, and we're not charging you for if you trade two contracts. This is just one contract because we can't control what you do. But just on one contract basis, it's a very robust system, which basically tells me this price is a little bit low. But not now. I'm busy with other things. I have other fish to fry. Let me get to Ninja, and then after that, probably in Q2, we'll deal with a little bit correcting that a little bit higher. But we don't change your prices if you log in early. You lock it in, it's good. The only time we may charge it is if it's several years, maybe it's inflation model factor is high, or we drastically change the product. I mean, I got people using Happy at the initial price some 22 years ago. Yeah. So we just that's our we grow by numbers, not by price. So anyhow, those are said, done. Housekeeping over. Let's go to charts. That's what you guys came here for. So let's get there. Okay. We keep on going higher at new highs. We just hit another one today. We hit one yesterday too, and we're not getting any participation on big numbers. So you see more and more evidence of bearish uh, divergence, but that doesn't mean we're going to fall. We had a question in the chat room about I think it was Friday. Farry, this crash you keep on talking about, where is it going to come? And that was here. That was this third bar there, before the outside bar. Oh, so it was Friday, yes. 17, I think it was. No, 14. Yeah, 14. Well, hold on. Market will crash when you're I'm saying, you're least expecting it. If everybody expected it's going to crash, it's not. Because you're going to take evasive action. Now, what does a crash does? Nothing to you. That's not what the market wants. Market is there uh, to inflict maximum damage. To do that, it's got to be hunky dory. You're happy. Country on the right direction. Bonds are coming down. Everything is good, and then crash will show up. They has the way they can take more money out of you is by surprising you. If you're fully hedged, and people are not up here, they're hedged down here. The chance of crash is low. Now we're going to get to executive moments. We'll see that. But anyhow, take a look. Even Bread Trust doesn't have a push up. It's a divergence. Now this is understandable. I can explain that because it's such a sausage operation up here. Look, big. It's my birthday. Big drop right there. Okay, that's the Fed on the 18th of December. You could see every time we've gone up, a couple of big drops here. For the long-term investor, it's very difficult. If you're coming now, if you've been here from back here, no problem. But those who are coming now, number of people who just because we were so high, they finally the greed takes over the fear. And now the question is, what do I buy? My answer is I don't know. Why would you want to buy now? But that's the type signal of the topic, where people coming in out of the blue, they haven't traded before. I got a doctor friend of mine. He hasn't traded in probably 20 years. Now he's looking for names to trade. Between singers, she's not retired. Between singers, patients. Those types that come in set up the possibility of a crash. Not now. The professionals know what to do. It's the novices that come in with a lot of dreams and big hope, and then the market will take care of them. I don't think we've seen that yet. They'll probably go a little bit higher. So, and the other problem is that there's all these reversals. Even when the move starts, there's a bid, so that pain is going to continue. A crash will come, but not this fast. Not when we have these patterns. Um, it's a bit to the market. Now, some of this also foreign money. We're at the highest levels of foreign money. Go back in years prior, what happened? Every time we get foreign money coming in, they're the worst market timers of U.S. markets. Maybe they're good with their own market, but so I'm not judging the prowess in market timing. But as far as U.S. market is concerned, they usually, when they all come in like sheep, will open the slaughterhouse in the back. There's a corridor that goes to the slaughterhouse. And that's part of the thing I read. I'm not saying all this buying is foreign, but we have more than normal foreign money coming in. And usually, historically, that has led to a crash. I don't see it immediately. We have tried a number of shorts, hasn't worked. Do I want to go long? No, 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 no. But not you don't go long at 2 sigma. But if we get to one of these, yeah, I'll probably go to long. But I don't see a crash yet, even though I'm still technically short with Diamond Digest. But we haven't gone anywhere. If you look at the range we've traded, so. But that will come. It always does. We just don't know when. Wait until next short. Hold on. Okay, not next short. Couple of charts forward. If you look at it here, you can see without making new highs. That's equal weighted, both on the X. On Nasdaq it has, yes, but none on the S&P. We're not actually. The last high we got was on this day. This is the day, 27th of November. So Thanksgiving. So equal weighted were not there. Why the cap weight is there? Just hiding there. Money managers are hiding there. Products. They're not hiding Bitcoin, okay? They're hiding with Bitcoin products. Management and balance sheet. Those are max sevens. You can see that. This is the ratio. We're still near down there. Again, I'm new with this. This sort of thing takes a while, a couple of years maybe, because you got to see all these conditions. But again, we're having ratio of equal weighted to cap weighted, and you can see where we are. Very low, very low near the reasonably, let's say 1 year levels in terms of ratio. So we're down there. If when we get down there, usually you have either high or low. That's the difficult part. It's not related to a direction, at least what I see, and we're making maybe forming out of those. Canaries in a gold mine. Okay. This is not. This doesn't tell me market is going to go up. I mean, this is industrial base. S&P, Dow. These are industrial names, majority of them. And if the transmission is not going up to new highs, yeah. And of course, we have a little uptick on the crude oil. By the way, sidebar: crude prices are set in NYMEX. The OPEC countries cannot set prices; they can only control supply. And we're the biggest producer. We have been a couple of years now, biggest producer of crude oil. So if the crude prices are up and the market, supply and demand, the future traders of CL don't forecast the lower prices. They're not coming down. With the prices being up, transportation cannot fly. And so the energy component of the industrial base we have is kind of working against us. The other crap that you hear on TV, forget it. All horseshit. Just get it from one ear, get it out of the other one. Look at the charts. Charts don't lie. Politicians do. I don't care which party. They all do. They're all the same. Okay, Russell. Same here. We have a problem on trust with not use that's usually I'm saying with NDX. NDX is not going to go up with Russell like this. So Russell is this is an interest rate issue because the Russell names are mid markets kind of thing, or maybe below that. So they need to borrow. They're not as credit worthy, and they don't have the huge fortress balance sheet to attract big IPOs or secondary offerings. So this is the more sensitive part, and if they don't go up, Nasdaq isn't. So we're beginning to see some signals, but it's not the catalyst yet. When the catalyst comes, sorry, done. When the catalyst shows up, it's happened. So I mean, something is not work. Uh, Something like this type of a deal, except maybe much faster. But I don't see a catalyst yet. So let's go to DT, D Trenders. Okay, this is a scoring system. So we got one, two, 201, because this is a neutral. 301, 401, 501, 6 and 7. So we still have only one at the neutral, a majority long. So we're still looking for topic action, but we're just not there yet. We need these values should go higher, much higher. These are good. I mean, 200 days is really excellent for that tool, but we have a long way to go. Uh, but at least we can start looking at the 50-day, which is this line. Okay, and that's a percentage. It's still too low. So we probably need more sheep to come in, i.e., foreign investors. We're not there yet. So there are clues in the market, in regards to what the opinions are. The clues in the market you can look at that are numbers, so numbers based. All right, we had no movement here on the VIX, as you can see, when you overlay them with. Uh, uh, Let us take this out. Yeah, the problem is this damn thing. I've tried to have them remove it. They can't. They say we've observed that on SIBO, so we're giving you that. We have to give you what SIBO gives us. Now, by the way, no, NQ last week had a 7.5 hours of no data. They still haven't fixed it on some servers, on different logins. Remember those different server farms? Probably they couldn't sync the two. So we had to hunt and log in under a different login name. I think I have six, whatever. Go to another one to get the right chart up. Anyhow, we're not getting much of a push on the VIX. As a matter of fact, we were higher a little bit yesterday, but also dropped. So no signal here. You can see how parallel again. When sigma charts become parallel lines, we're not going anywhere. Pass. S1, SP1 Momo. Okay. Long buy weekly. Just went to buy daily. We're up there. You can see where CIs are. When this thing gets to 20, 21, 22, we'll probably have a chance. We'll see, but not immediately. Could be, I'm thinking more like a probably first week of, first or second week, first week. Yeah, first week of March is around the corner, right? Hold on. Hold on. What am I doing here? There you go. Okay. This March finishes next Friday. Okay, Persian New Year is the 20th. This is um, uh, spring equinox. Okay, that's usually because of the way the Earth, Sun, and Moon is. That creates the, uh, that's closest to us. It pulls different gravitational force on our brain. We always do something crazy. As you recall, 2020, 5 years ago, we had a webinar. A little bit after this, we're probably in early part of March. I said we're going to rotate on that. Actually, it was a Friday. 20th was a Friday. It happened Sunday night. It happens at our price too. I said 18,000. This had to do with COVID. I said 18,000 when he got elected in 2016. Look for the hedge funds to push it down there and then reverse. Or we're going to go a lot lower, 50%. Okay, so we took a 2018 drop because of a government fight, because of a shutdown. Then we said 18,000 for election time, and then 14,005 as its 50% drawdown. Three different disciplines. Okay, and I'm going to show you where that was tied to also in one of other charts. This skew. I'm going to get there. But it came in that Sunday night, and the low was 18086. Those of you who were trading with me that night, you might recall that we rotated that night. That Sunday night we rotated, and the V bottom was created. It just went nuts. I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Yeah, right here. This was that the low of that on this weekly was that on that day, and the rest is the economy didn't do that good. I'm not talking about economy. I'm talking about market. Market is a discounting mechanism. Historically, it's been 6 months to 9 months forward because of a discounted value of the future payments, which is the dividends, um, minus the carrying cost, which is the treasuries, the risk-free rate. All right, basic stuff from what do you call it? If you do any work on uh, what's the name? I forgot. First, no, um, Black Scholes. All right. So I think we're not there yet. We could be heading that part. Let's keep an eye on this value, the CI diff. I'm sorry, the CI. CI diffs are flat. We need to get that CI diff a little bit higher. We need this little Momo there, which is would be acceleration, and then that would entice the sheep to come in. Okay. I would take this advantage, this process. If it does that, you should be, and you're already in names for coin out loud. Do not add. Go to your list and get rid of the Baba stocks because that could be a last one for a while for you to get rid of them. So any Baba stocks you have, huge multiples, possibly very little income, a lot of hot air in it, dump. Dump. That would be one of the best time you can dump. Once this thing crosses these two lines, and you're going to see something like this. We go up, peaks, and there, it's you had negative. What do you call it? Slippage. You're gonna get into negative slippage. You won't let yourself to get out of the trade. You say, well, hold on, let me hold on one more day, 1 more hour. Well, another 15 minutes, I'll be good. It'll never be good. Please, please. Why do you have some white hair? I've been, I've gone through all of this. It doesn't happen like that. Once they grab you, by you know what, they've got you. So it becomes negative slippage. So always work with positive slippage. Your exits should be always on positive slippage. This morning they were on NQ. There was a price that came up. I've been yelling, pounding the table, guys. This should be our price. No guarantee, but should be. We missed it one tick, $1. Remember, it's trading at 22,000. The scale. If you go to NDX, NQ follows that. You get the scale. We're off by one, and it's sold since then. So now I haven't, at least before noon. I left at noon. I don't trade in afternoons. I just trade very intensely that couple of hours. Made 2.4%, and you know that's a good day. That's a very good day. Don't risk it. It's not what you make; it's what you keep. So, all right. So where are we with uh, SP1 and Momo? Both are not anywhere near what the prices are. So we we still we still have an up bias here. We're still gonna have some more bits coming in, and then maybe the sheep will come in. The sheep are not in yet. Why? They wait till last moment. Oh, I gotta make sure this works. They can't take any risk mentally. You buy when things are low, when there's blood on the street. You sell up there. But no, they gotta wait, making sure this is a good move. By the time we got there, then we will dump. Same thing here. Look at Momo. We're about what? 2.4. It's a long way to 10. So you saw what happened at 10 here, right? You see that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was top. Okay. And then we had that gap down. Now, we're not looking for a gap down. We're looking for a move down. I just don't see it. What's a catalyst? Most people right now are pretty much comfortably numb. Nobody's thinking. So, okay, here's the one I want you to think about. SQ, as you know, timer of the decade, two trades from SQ. Literally, honestly. The other trades were buy and sell, up and down, but two uh, alpha trades that generated huge alpha was 2018, again, the government shutdown, and then COVID. And they both preceded by the following setup, where you get SQ to go to a sigma level, okay, that's at least two and up, preferably four, but sometimes you won't get there. Here almost got to four. The dash line is a four. This one, the thick red one is three, and new high. It's all time high. I was involved not in the design of this, but I was one of the practitioners to start testing this per invitation of the SIBO. And also there was also a guy from Citadel, an Indian guy, who was very good with volatility. And um, so we started getting data on thumb drives. There was no dissemination. They're measuring this. This is a, this is again SQ. There's a white paper for it. You guys can download it. Go to Google it. SQ SIBO protocol. And I may have it somewhere here too, or maybe in our website too. I don't know. But if you need it, let me know. Uh, but this is if you think about it, if you draw a bell curve here, okay, this is, I'm exaggerating a little bit here because of the movement of my mouse, but uh, this is a tail risk, to the downside. You have two tail risks, to the upside and downside. Uh, it's actually, if you think about it, the tail risk starts up here, goes around there, and comes back down. Okay, looks like a bell curve. Okay, there's a tail risk to the downside of SPX options. Very expensive, big boys, not mom and pop, mom and pop trade SPY. We in our market timing, we always use SPY. We're not big time. We're smart. We're mom and pop. We had to be realistic. But you want to look what's happening there with them. It's computed once a day. There you go. It just came in. You see that? Just came in. So it peaked yesterday at a new high. Okay, and at +2, it pulls back. Uh, this is unusual. We've gone up. This should go higher, not lower. Okay. Uh, because when we go down, with that spread or outright comes. Remember, it's a tail risk, so it's out of the money. When other money gets closer, doesn't need to be in the money, but as long as it moves toward being the market moves toward that major where the major strikes are, then this pulls back. Why? They're beginning to collect it. It's halfway done, three quarters down. So try to cash it out. Then this pulls back. So this I don't get right now. Okay, it should be actually going higher because we're up 14 handles. Anyhow, now this tells me every time we make a new high, especially at a sigma level of like 2 or 3 or 4, I don't count one. We're looking at it's going to be all-time high and a sigma level. You're looking 60 to 90 days for an event. We're still in that window. As a matter of fact, this point we were in the window. This was in middle of December, I think, 5th, something. 4th, yeah, December 5th. We're still in that 60 to 90-day window. But I just don't see an event now, unless Putin does something stupid or whatever, or we don't know. We'll see. But I was not expecting this at all. I could see this happening, and this has surprised me. But this is big. This happened last night. That's what we posted, and I knew there are going to be a lot of questions. We refer them to Norseman. Oh, I don't know what they're doing there. Question is this: is it possible to skew is permanently high, or because of new AI hedging tools? I don't know what they're using. AI hedging tools don't need much of AI. It's very simple, actually. AI you apply for fuzzy logic stuff, things that you don't, that data is huge. Here's not that many trades. not that complicated. And the algorithm is not an AI tool. So it's really looking at what trades were done that day. Where do we stand from the center of the big open interest below the current price? Okay, remember, it's out of the money to the downside, so it's pressure on the market to sell. Now, SKU, that's a good question about value. Was designed for 100 to 150. If you download that PDF from SIBO, you notice that we've never went to 100. The lowest, this all-time low, is 106. This all-time high, and you see both of them, all-time high, all-time low, 106 to 183. So we never got to all-time low theoretical value. That was the indicator was designed for, or the calculations, I should say. And 150, bye-bye, we had 183. For years, it was 160, 161. Remember, I've looked at this since 2008. That's when it came out. Actually, I think the simulation of actual live data on your platform was more like 2009 or maybe 2010. Maybe early part of 2010 or late 2009. Remember, 2008 in Chicago, nobody knew what day it is. Second largest city for financial services. About half people were gone. You cannot design something good under stress. You gotta feel good. You gotta work hard. You gotta have a good team, and they go through various tests. Um, I think if I recall right, it probably was 2009. I know I was exposed to it before the financial crisis actually hit home. So it was like I'm thinking July or August, right before obviously Lehman going under. And then took a while to get this thing into a system that was sending this data out and so forth. There's one point a day only. There's no high and low. So you just draw it. Uh, but the fact that it's gone up could be there's a flaw in the design. Why is it not conforming to 100 to 150? I don't worry about the 6 points, 6% between 106 to 100. Mathematically, I'm worried about this. This is 30 points divided by 150. Uh, how much is that? That's 20%, right? 180 divided by 183, hold on, divided by 150. That's 22%. So we have violated the outer limit by 22%. Could they be modifying this and bring something new out or SQ 2.0? Maybe I don't know, but it will screw up everything we've done. Yeah, because the way of how I look at it from a cause and effect, was this type of a deal. So those two work very well for me. 2018 peaked in late August. I knew something was going. Every time we picked the next 3 months, I sold the rally and held back. It was massive. It was massive. Okay. Um, one day on ES futures, right near the end, right before it was between my birthday and Christmas Eve. I think we made something like 30 or 28, close to 30% that day. It was brutal if you were long. I was constantly kept short. Why? I hadn't seen the bottom for rotation. So that was one. Then the other one came 2020, and I came from overseas. I was overseas. I came back. Things were quiet here. Over there, they were talking about COVID. So I started calling. One of my traders said, Farry, I think you should call CDC. I called. I said, I don't know who went to CDC. Talked to another guy I knew at Goldman. He goes, yeah, I know somebody over there. Let me set it up for you. You've heard the story. I called, and they set it up. He had agreed to talk to me by being anonymous, and one phone call. Well, I'm more like herpes. I never go away. So yeah, I mean, you start talking. I like to listen to what you got to say. I'm not going away. I got to figure it out. So on the second call, he was going nuts. Like, why are you calling here? I said, well, because you didn't give me a full answer. It turns out we were missing chemical reagents. Well, what is that used for? For testing. Okay, who makes them if we don't? China. That was the story. That was the end of the story. We were beginning to have a big fight with them on trade. And we're missing reagents that we need for testing, so we have no view what's going on. We're blind. Have you ever flown an airplane at night with blind? My dad used to for testing the students. Full instrumentation, right? Pull the curtains in the cockpit, and you got to fly the instrument. Not easy for everybody. So I knew this market was going to get jolted. He went against me 3 days. We went short on the 12th of February. Admiral Tico came and says, "Daddy, you gotta sell this thing." And I said, "Young man, calm down." But all-time high, because Daddy, you gotta sell this thing. He went, and I put some of my own money in, some of the family money in, a couple of friends. Not they didn't give it to me to put it in. I just said, "This is what I'm doing," and they followed because I'd done so well in 2018. Only 13 months, 14 months before, and uh, and 3 days went against us. Everybody in the family called and said, "You got to ruin the family. What is wrong with you? You sure this is for you?" One person said, "Have you considered any other uh, profession?" I said, "Listen, sit down and either do what I'm telling you or don't do. But either way, you shut up. Okay? I don't want any feedback. I don't need your advice. This is not your area. Either do it or don't do it. But don't call me. Don't give me your advice. That's up to you. I will tell you when to get out if it does go our way. But and we were near our limit. We had 3 days went ahead of us. And then on the 15th, no, 14 was a 14 was a Friday. Uh, uh, but what do you call it? Just like this year. This year it was what do you call it? Valentine's Day. And I said, oh. And I remember I had a hot day. And the whole time I'm somewhere else. She goes, "Are you with me here? What's wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know, my dear, but we'll find out." By Monday, it turned around. So on the 17th, it turned on the 17th and didn't stop. Now, some of those crowds, some of those family members keep on asking me, "Isn't that a trade like that?" I said, you cannot make these up. Either they're there or not. The key thing is carpe diem. Seize the moment. So you keep on looking, but there's no guarantee it's going to be there. So, and maybe that's the last time. It's like the time Nancy remembers that we put $300 on call spreads on Google, October 2013, and I bought 100 points above a call spread, starting at 100 points at 3 sigma on Google. Okay, you gotta have some courage to do that. That's not for kids. 12 minutes later, every $300 we did was worth 11,000 and change. Okay, what a fight next day was at the PTI for the fills. People were claiming, "I gotta get more fill." What happened to my? I put more money in. Well, there was not. It was an allocation issue too. It was 10 minutes to go. It was a lotto trade. There wasn't enough suckers on the other side. Now I didn't think there were suckers. I thought I had a small chance. They were laughing at me. They knew I must be a sucker. Well, some of those guys filed bankruptcy next day. They never made it. If you take in 300 from this poor dumb immigrant called Farry down in Chicago, 4 blocks away from you, 5 blocks. Next morning, you owe him 11,000 for every 300 you took from him. You're done. You're basically done. So the biggest problem we had was actually getting allocations. But have we done it since then? No. Gil Caffrey, his brother Marcus here in our chat room, Mark Caffrey. Gil Caffrey is all about subprime, the big short. That's him. Okay. He ran Front Point. You see the on the doors of my book. He wrote in my book. He said there was an interview because he endorsed my book. It says they interviewed him, not me. One of the guys who helped me with the book. He was in charge of interviewing different people. He says one thing that's crucial: excellence is repeatability. Okay, excellence is repeatability. I don't care how many times I've had that trade that was good, but if it's not repeatable, I was locked. I mean, I've had two really, really, really good trades. Google one. Don't get me wrong. I have some other trades. They were lower, but nothing like that. 300 to 11,000 in 12 minutes. Never, never. I don't know how I did it. I swear to you, I must have been numb, as because it's a lotto. So you have 12. You come into at 15 to 12 minutes, 15 to 10 minutes before the cash close, and there's a 2 minute window for Google. Some companies are different. Google usually reports at 4:02 Eastern. I won't be able to do it again. So that tells me that that time was I was lucky. Same thing here, you know, with SQ. So and what you call it, COVID, yeah, the that in 2020, 2020. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, all right. So a little bit noisy, but you see that even we're pulling back down here a little bit, the momentum is still positive. The CI values are positive. The rates will continue to go up. Why? Economic data is not that bad. Now, starting with employment data, if they pull back, starting with the jobless claim, that may change this. Maybe real estate and cars will get a reprieve. But this what's killing this is tariffs. Tariffs are killing it. And this is when Admiral Tico came and said the Fed eased 50 basis points in September. He says bye bye to the bonds. What has happened? This is the yield going up. So the value have dropped dramatically. Those who bought the bonds here, they're smashed. Unless they hold to maturity. So that's a 10 year. Nobody holds it for 10 years. So if they have to get out because they need money, it's good. I do have some T bills, but here our excess cash for the our investors in TCM is all in T bills. 90 day and a small amount, uh, 6 months, but mainly 91 days. And because we can borrow against it for hedging, I mean for margin money. So it just sits there, and it's a 5% world. Why not? Right now it's 4.2. I had some at 5. They're gonna come due in May, so we're gonna keep getting that. I bought some 6 months back in December, so it's still on the books because we haven't needed it. If you make money, you don't need to touch your T bill. And as it goes to it, there's a minimum on trade station is 100,000. Uh, every time it hits 100,000, you can buy another T bill for the side. I'm sorry, no. Every 500,000. Every 500,000 with the increment of 100,000. So 500,000, 607. As you go through that, you sweep it and put it into T bill, and then you earn your interest, and then you roll it. It's a great tool. Anyhow, but out here it's too dangerous. Look how it's gone up. When this goes up, remember this is all time high. I'm sorry, 7 year high. 7 year high. It's going to be a magnet. It's just mathematically be a magnet. So we got close here. So see what happens. Again, too early. We've got to see the effects of tariffs if and when they're implicated or applied. I just don't believe anything I hear. There've been a lot of promises. Remember infrastructure month? We heard it for 4 years. So, yeah, it's just total chaos. For a day trader, it's heavens. I've never been, I've never made so much money. I gotta tell you, in gross values, not just percentage growth, because it's chaos. But we told you that. So okay, again another signal. We heading higher. This is on SP2. We're at the 75 level. Is this fresh? Yeah, 74. So we're at 75 area. We need to see where it peaks. Again, we could have a drop here, but why? Again, we need to have some very clear catalyst. I just don't see it. We're going to continue the same chaos. Good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. Very horrible for investors, long-term investors. But for short-term, this is heavens. And unless I see that signal, we could go up there and sit here. We could do this. That's what that happened. So I can't top it here and say we're going to be topping at this level. So rendezvous points based on, by the way, this we're putting also in and Ninja Trader. Uh, the indicators are not mine. The code is open. It's written by Tuchar Chande, but I have the book here on my desk. It was published by Wiley. Chande and Kroll, two people. We also are beginning to put out also NT. I did put it for Trade Station myself. I got to offer that. Uh, the, for the rendezvous point, we'll be looking at this. So here's what I will promise you. I'll have Tico post this chart every so often next week as we get closer to that. And then we watch it. You gotta get over 90 and see how it behaves. But I want a clean one. See, this is a clean on the downside. I need a clean one on the upside. Like this. I want this. And then you gotta see what happened there. Yeah. They see how we drop from 1.5 sigma down to -1. So 2.5 level drop, and that's not bad. It's not going to be a big one. Why? Because we don't have a big issue. You know, in the terms of part of it has to be lower, uh, other than rates and crude, but the lower regulation is good for the market. Market loves it. It's not good for consumer. It's not for middle class or poor people, but the upper class they love that, and so we could be in this mode for a while. I do not see exhaustion yet, but it doesn't mean we're not going to have a repricing. I wouldn't call it a crash here. I would call it repricing. Now, if Putin does something stupid, then that's a crash because this market cannot handle that. Okay, up and down. Okay, this baby. Who's the gal who head of DHS that killed her dog? That one. I need to bring her in and finish this one. This is not going anywhere. Governor Nomi or something, whatever that person is. I'm trying to not use a four-letter word, but I just can't believe the cruelty to animals. But we're getting no signal here. This is the up and down volume based on Larry, uh, uh, Paul Desmond, key guy over there. He just passed away. Great guy. What a prince. Uh, yeah, we're not getting anything here. No follow through. Notice Norseman is not doing any analysis either. Very little from him because we've gone nowhere fast. Who's the other guy? What's his name? I forget. It's the guy with that when we post, we go and use our Twitter. I'll call him. We'll call him. Hold on. It should be. There's always something here. There's always a question for him. Hold on. You guys may want to follow him. Hold on. What happened? No comments? Come on. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. This is that's not my feed. That's what thing they feed into your feed. Uh, no. Write this down, guys. You may want to follow this guy. Hold on. Walter Deemer. That's it. Walter Deemer. Hold on. Let me just put that in. You'll Walter. This guy. You might want to follow this guy. Okay. He's an old-time market analyst for a couple of institutions in New York, and I follow him. He follows me. Well, he doesn't follow me, but he refers to our charts. But there's very little activity from these guys. Why? This chart is not acting up that we want. It's not going too high or too low. It just is slowly meandering upwards. Okay. So now let's go to the buying power index, also from the same series, same group of analysts up in Tampa, uh, which is called Larry Market Research. Sorry. Okay, we're short on the S&P. The system is short on the S&P because it's ass kicked. Somewhere in here is going to flip up. Maybe a little bit more expensive when it gets higher. We'll see. So we got a short there. Short also in the mid cap. This is EMD mid cap. Uh, we are buy on the Russell. That's good. And just when buy yesterday on NQ. These are futures, daily bars, and they constantly run because we use at signal, so we have to change it. It rolls over. Okay. Peter likes this. Peter Cook likes this constantly. So nations indicators. Hold on. Same as big stuff. All is quiet on Midwestern front. Why Midwestern? Because that's where X is traded. Chicago, man, Chicago. All right, we're good here, here, here. Okay, fib numbers. Now, I have not touched this recently, like let's say the last 2 weeks, and there was a time I had not touched it at all. But 2 weeks ago, I set this up. This was a major loadout. It's August, and you can see where we are. So if we pull back, I want to see are we going to be getting to 5,900 or 61.8 is about 5,740. Not more than that. I don't see more than that. No reason to. Actually, this is a fairly big drop. Oh, it's not from the top. I'm saying it's 25% of this move. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not 25% from the top because then that means the bottom of this range is zero. No. But what we're looking at is this area 58 to 5,900. That's what this is showing. Here's the NQ. For NQ is a little bit more weird because of the beta. Remember, it's got beta 1.1, 1.12. So that's why it's moving it faster. A little bit more messy. Yeah. But that's why I trade. It gives you more opportunity. So yeah, I can't sit with ES. It's just it's like it's like you're like sitting next to what do you call it? Uh, I forget the name. You're next to you know how the mountain spews out the lava, like in like Hawaii. Yeah, you're sitting at that edge and you're watching it, and nothing is wrong. Just a little bit heat, and then 1 second it starts doing the fireworks, and you're done. And so I, that's what the ES feels to me. With NQ, at least some continuation of a move. So anyhow, let's go to two charts I need to show you. Off that I always use here. This is the 50. There we go. Okay. Okay. This is the 50 bar. Percentage of stocks about 50. It stands at 60%. That's healthy. I think we still have to go up. I'll worry about this range 80 to 85. These are outliers, but you can see in this area 80 to 85 where most of these drops. It's a scoring number. Keep that in mind. That's 50 bar. Now, what bothers me is the shape of the two moving averages. You see how the slow line, I'm saying slow line is dropping slowly through all these lines. That's creating some noise. We shall see how this cleans up. Uh, the other one is the 200-day. That's what I like more. Where's my? Oh, there we go. Say here. Here's a 200-day. Okay, this is a little bit better behaved. Why? Because the 200-day. You don't whipsaw at the 50 bar. The way it does at 50 bar. So we just got crossed. This also tells me most likely we've got an area here to watch for between 75 to 80, or specifically 77 to like 82. There's a 5% area there. 77 to 82 area. So we could go up still. Yeah. Uh, I think people have no pain right now. Everything is hunky dory. So that's that. We don't drop, we'll have a dramatic issue then. All right, let's go to our end of the day testing, or I mean comments. Let me bring my other screen up. Okay, basically it's hold on. It's a worksheet we have developed thanks to radio screen, and I really like this one, this column. This is the stuff. Hold on. This is stuff you want to avoid. Don't go to ADP or Guild. They're already 100% of the 52 weeks, so they're up there. I'm not saying it can't go up. That's how actually Bill O'Neill talks about how something goes up. But an old fart like Guild, pardon my French, Gilead, GILD, price from 62 to 106, you're at 100%. Don't waste your time. It's not going to happen. This is not the name. On the reverse, also the bad names. These are in the toilet. 114, low is 106, 6% from the bottom over 1 year range. So I would be leery about that. Well, the best way I look at it is I look at these high beta names. MSTR, wow. Yeah. Hey, it was at 303. I told my buddy, don't sell. He was panicking. Expect 400 by end of the week. It was last expiry. Yeah, monthly expiry on January. He went to 398.50 or 398.68 actually, like $1.32 before my target. But the Monday open was 303. Okay, look where it is now. Let's take a look at it. Okay, this is MSRT. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean this is a problem with this is guys who borrowed money, corporate money. Actually, there was an article today. Corporate money, the people are following it. This is the danger on what do you call it in Bitcoin. They're borrowing. You know, they make it. They have convertible. Um, they have a convertible senior debenture that are floated. Taking that money, bought Bitcoin. Bitcoin has gone up, cashed out some of it, and paid down the loan. Okay, no problem. Brilliant. One issue. Volcano. That's it. There you go. Is that Italian? Volcano. There you go. Anyhow, yeah. Thanks. I had to. My mind freezes sometimes this late in the day. But here's the thing. Guess what? It worked this time. Now there's a whole article about some other treasurers of different big companies saying we should put some of our money. There was a company that the stock was trading at 2% of the range. Okay, it lost 98%. He comes back not because the stock is making money or products is selling. I think it was a shoe business. I have some stupid thing. They put it in COVID. I mean, in not COVID, uh, uh, in Bitcoin. What if this doesn't work again? What if we're jamming that? We're saturating that. So, and this guy has got a very, even though he went to MIT, he's a mathematician from MIT, he's got a very shady past. Many SEC actions against him. And so for now, this is the election time. For now, he got it right. This is what we're looking at is 270 area. I'm looking at 270, maybe to 278. Depending what if he doesn't have a call, then no problem. I just don't see this thing continue. So that's that. Let's go to another one. Let me bring my other list over so I can just click there. Let me bring this over and it'll show. Hold on. Where did I put it? Oh shit. Hold on, Jack. Hold on 1 second. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. All right, so let me bring it here. Come on. Come on, you son of a gun. Hold on. Okay, let me bring it over here. Okay, so I can just click and go to the next name. All right, so we'll do it on a market cap basis. And let me move some of this stuff out. Okay, now on market cap basis, so we're going to start. Now, one more thing, guys. SMCI. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What the heck? This thing was flying in the morning. Look at that. This is a legal day, right? Oh, my God. No, this is the legal day. This is the legal day. Right. It was flying. Oh, my God. Look what they did. Let me make sure that we're doing because a friend of mine's in it. I just worry about him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Let me put it this way. His reason is, well, sit there. I'm trying to explain to him market efficiency. It just doesn't get it. So, but I worry about when he's got another episode. All right, let's go to Apple. NVIDIA's number two, Microsoft is three. Okay, Apple. Apple came back. Yep, yep. Yeah, probably we got another Sigma in there. 244. Probably another $10 in Apple. Okay, to the upside, yeah. So do a call spread. NVIDIA. Nice. It's coming back again. Yes. 50 bar. Got to 50 bar. Then go further down, and it's coming back. Well, was this the deep sick or something? I forget. No, that's the weekly. Yeah, yeah. This was deep sick. Seek. Yes, yes, yes. So it's reacquired 50 bar. Probably will have another $10, $15 in there. I don't know what the all-time high is. Hold on. 1 second. Where's all-time high? All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm going a little bit too long. I apologize, but I'm finicky. I got to do it right. There you go. So 153, yeah. Yeah, 139, yeah. Probably have another $10 in this. If it goes above that, it's going to be something we don't know. But what is it we don't know about NVIDIA? Hell, I have it in every my machine. Every machine I have for GPU, I'm using NVIDIA. I used to do that by the cards from Fry's on Rosecrans and what do you call it? Rosecrans and PCH in Manhattan Beach, California. They used to make very good. They still do graphic cards. The packaging was horrible. Uh, there was typos, all that. But there was like a cottage industry at that back then. They started that company, three guys, and look what they've done with it. So more power to them. Uh, this part is encouraging to negate the deep uh, seek impact. All right, Microsoft, my favorite company. Well, my both brothers worked for them. One for a long time, the other one as a consultant for VPN. Okay, we're up how much? Four. All right. Rotation. Remember, if the market is going to go up, these big names have to go up. So it's like fishing, shooting a fish in a barrel. Okay, target 50 bar. We're trading 414. 50 bar is what? 428. So 15 handles. Okay, so try a little bit less, maybe 10 or 12 handle. Call spread. Okay, this is good. I like that. And we never went below. The CI was positive. Again, get the vibration from Sigma channels. Use CI for direction. And you don't have to take every trade. What you do is go through different names, pick the ideal one. I get maybe one or two. If I look at them on the weekend, one or two after all of them. I'm looking at 40 of them. I look at what's called top 40. I have a few clients who are just, they want to play a little with options. I don't hold their hands. I just tell them, listen, this is what I look. This looks good to me. What do I owe you? I said, well, I don't know. Give me a good Cuban cigar. Oh, I won't do that. That's illegal. I said, well, don't worry about it. Are you telling me you, if you do that, you're the only guy who's doing a criminal offense here with Cuban cigars? So everywhere. Google. I use the L. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Amazon. 1 second. What happened here? Amazon. Hold on. Amazon. No, don't touch. No, no. Don't touch. Remember, I was pushing you guys to the upside. It's done. Just hold on. It's not cheap enough. I don't want to short it. Remember, this is the superstar of online business, and I don't want to short it. Yeah. So as long as Is this telling the economy is getting worse? Maybe, maybe, but who knows? Who knows why the stock moves? Does everybody write you an email telling you what they sold for? No, we're just guessing. All these pundits are just guessing. I'll invite them to come and trade NQ with me if they got any balls. Oh, ladies, please plug your ears. Thank you. Okay, Google. Google, same thing, advertising. It's in the channel. -1, -2 on the daily. This works, guys. +1, +2, like this area, or like here. You see that on the weekly. See how nicely played? Nicely, nicely, nicely. And couple of goes up, comes back in. Retest +1, +2. +3, you pull back. It's a this is shooting a fish in a barrel. The weekly Sigma charts. But then you overlay that with CIs. If you want to fine tune it, get your signal here, trade off daily. This may be also telling us the economy is slowing down. That means the rates will come down, actually, not up. Remember, the vigilantes are doing that. But it could be also stagflation. You remember Jimmy Carter? What was it, Preparation Age? On Saturday Night Live. By the way, did you catch Saturday Night Live? Wow, it was incredible. Yeah, nobody's safe. Yeah, that was a great one, the 50th. It was on was Sunday night. Yeah, I haven't seen all of it. I saw a little bit of it. Okay, cap down here. Okay. Uh, yeah, Meta has been wild. But remember, Nancy, you called that on Friday. Was it yesterday in the chat room? Yeah. So we started there. 740 is the top. I wouldn't touch this yet. To go up, small chance. To go down, given the rise of this hat, yeah, there's a possibility. And you got the dots. You know what the dots are, right? Is when the CI diff is above a certain level, and when it's below a certain level, is a diffs. Yeah. Greatest things we did. Put the dots in. This is from Marshall, and Mike Burke did the color gradients. Again, nobody can do all of this. You got to have a team, and from a specialist, from different point of view. Like Marshall wouldn't be able to write 2 lines of code if his life depended on it. But does he trade what we call landmark trading? He sees this in his head without even Sigma Chow. Recently, he started adopting Sigma Chow, but the dots came from him because of he's hooked on CI. He's been hooked on CI like a drug since I don't know since I've known him, and I'm saying since a little bit after uh, see, I lived in Beverly Hills. He lived in Marina Del Rey. One day I run into him. I just moved there. I just want to be away from all the noise and the parties and this and that. My company was coming to a point where I need to have quality time and concentrate. And I wanted to buy the water so the air is clean. And, you could use, I used to bike 22 miles a day sometimes. Sometimes with him, we would go up to Gladstone for fish and come back to Marina. That's 11 miles each way on GPS. So, uh, since he saw me in a shopping center there, he says, "Can I have one? Have you done anything new?" I said, "This is it. You got to try this." And then he took it. He took CIN and he's hooked. Yeah, the dots are from him. So it's a simple filter that's what's called show me. It's an indicator. It's a show me in a parlance of trade station that when we got too far and we set up for a reversal, hasn't failed yet. Okay, what else do we doing? Tesla. I am worried about Tesla, guys. I think next earnings is going to be brutal. Nobody buying his cars. There are protests at every location, here and Europe. He's going to have delivery issues and excess inventory. So, yeah, I would not get long with Tesla. It's a little bit already down, but let's say at a Tesla 400, I would short it, which is Sigma level, on a tight stop. If you're wrong, you cover, and you wait to short higher. But I think Tesla is going to be in trouble. So, on the retail side, I don't know about government rules and all that, but retail side, the just amount of protests on all his locations are massive. Now, if you watch a channel that doesn't tell you these, then you're already brainwashed. Try to change channels. Look at all sides. I look at different sides every once in a while, or sometimes I alternate. 3 times a week I'm in this group, 3 times a week on the other group to see what they're feeding people, both on the left and on the right. But the left is saying Tesla customers are up in arms. A lot of people have sold it and donated the money to charity, um, and then people are harassing every shopper at the dealer, and I think he's gonna have problems. He already has some issues with China. If these two coincide, Tesla is a sell, not a buy. So be careful. Okay. Avgo, vodka, reg FD. I'll go there. Huh? Maybe the reports next week. Nancy, you're killing me. Okay. Michael, I'll take a look. Dow chart. Yes, sir. I'll go there. I think we talked about it, but I'll go there. I'm almost done here. Uh, I've got like 3 more I gotta do. No, no, 5 more. So we talked about Tesla. Avgo is Qualcomm. Reg FD, my brother works for him on a freelance basis, but they're intense. I mean, these freelancers are, a couple of months of heavy duty work. So, uh, you may want to pick something up here. Has nothing to do with my. We don't talk this. I can't have inside information. We don't talk, and he's got an NDA. No, Corey doesn't need to mess up his great career, so we don't talk about this. All I know, I get a feel every once in a while where is he involved, but nothing what he does. Or, oh, do we have a Cisco killer? None of that stuff. When we were younger, and he was younger, yes, but as you accumulate position and some wealth, you have a lot of risk. You have to be careful. And I didn't have this forum, this venue. I gotta be careful here. No, he would not. I would not ask, and he won't tell me. I don't need him to tell me. This is what I need: price and volume. I gotta limit that. If I get a tip from him, then I have just he became a crutch. So my other trades they need a tip too. So what are these charts are built for? You see what I'm saying? No. Let's stick to what you got. Let's stay consistent and stay out of trouble. You're 26 years in the business. We have never been sued. Never had action. We just actually filed that stuff in Ninja. Never had action from NFA, SEC, CFTC, FERNA. Yeah, FERNA. None. Why? It's just life is spent better things than doing trying to get a shortcut. Uh, Dennis said that. Dennis said about trading. He said there's a resume on the website. Uh, he says there's no shortcut. And when I was reading that, I said, that's my man. That's my boy. That's my, of course, he's older than me. But yeah, we're buddies. Uh, we not agree on everything, but I like his approach. Here, right there, there's this reservoir right there. Okay. There is no shortcuts right there, right there. Now, this was a little bit longer, but this is the part I told him compacted, and he kept that part. I agree with that. There are no shortcuts. Okay. Takes a little bit longer, so big deal. But it's yours. You developed it. You understand it. Okay. Costco. Well, boys and girls, what were we talking about here, this area? Remember? This was about, yeah, it was right. We were coming out of uh, supply chain problems. COVID, but not really COVID, supply chain. Yeah, it was the fall of 22. Look what's done. Uh, hey, you want to buy something on this? Jesus, I don't know what to tell you. But this is staples, consumer staples. I would buy a little bit long. What do you call it? I would buy a synthetic stock. So long calls, and as it goes higher, sell. Uh, if you want to be aggressive, sell some puts. If you're going to be conservative, sell some calls above it. Don't do what I did. I did a synthetic call on the Qs after 2008. I did it for a friend of mine who had no clue what he was doing. So he panics, calls his accountant. The accountant is a bean counter. He's never trades like my sister. You know, wizard accounting. Knew nothing about trading. So he calls me like almost crying. I had to repair the trade and went out a month later, went out to be his best trade that year. Yeah, he says that was the best trade he ever had in 2008 to 2009. We sold the puts, called the, called the, bought the call. We did it in January. Notice there were two other shocks there. A little bit in February, big one in March. February he sat there. And March I had to go to repair. And then it took off. We put very little up. But we sold the put. We took that money and bought some calls and supplemented a little bit more calls to it. Now, but you have a big account because of a margin. Yeah. So, boys and girls, don't do this by yourself. Make sure you have some adult supervision. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to end up like my friend. Yeah. Totally panicked. And then year end, his accountant called me and says, I just got to tell you, of all the trades he did on his own or different services, this was incredible. And it was only two parts. I said, well, we're lucky. See if I can repeat it again. Then you can send me some candies. Give me some Godiva afterwards. Yeah. Hold on. Netflix. Yeah. Where's Netflix reporting, Nancy? Do we know? Why the market cap is only 400? Market cap is still, no, that's Costco. Oh, no. Market cap Netflix is below a trillion? I didn't know that. Yeah. Wow, big drop off on the between Costco and Netflix. Okay. ASML. So I don't know about Netflix. I think it's gone way too far. The problem was right here. And this was dead money. But after it works itself out, it's been going up. So we were seeing at 1 sigma. Yeah, yeah. And look at what is happening here. Let's bring this up. You see what's happening there? The CI diff? Yeah. That tells you the vibe it's giving you. So ASML, and then I'm going to go see what Mike Becker was asking. 417. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about T-Mobile. I hate them. So okay, ASML sideways. This is not good. Why? This is uber cyclical. This is the manufacturer for chips, manufacturing tools. It's like OIH for drilling. Okay, if those are going flat, that means that sector is not going anywhere. What is this sector? Semiconductor. That's the industrial part of the semiconductor. The electronics. And if that is in a way is discounting the Nasdaq, discounting the economy, all that. So this is not good. This is not good. But you could see it's already dropped quite a bit from that high. So from July, it's been dropping. It's based. Do you want to buy a little bit? Maybe, but $700 stock. Are you good at options? I mean, this says maybe there's a $80 in there. I don't know. I don't know. This is too specialized for me to make a comment. I'm sorry. My younger days would be different, but I'm not following any of the analysts in that area. Um, yeah, so I don't know. This is just it's there's a good discount here. It's about 30% discount. The issue is why? That's a crash. That's a 30% discount. So why? I can't in good conscience tell you go do this. Okay, Michael Becker, one of our long-term traders here with us on PMT, is asking the Dow chart. So let's go to the canaries. I want to look at Russell and transportation as a canary in a coal mine. About to make a new high, but it's been there since December. Okay, remember it's only 30 industrial. Also, it's arithmetic. It's not market cap. So market caps have a way of feeding themselves up. So this is a different animal. Um, no signal here, Michael. It's a 0.6. And transportation is an issue. Now, part of this, let me see. CLK 25. Oh, I don't have it. Huh? I don't have it on this data. Okay, so I don't know what the crude oil prices are. All I know is that over the weekend I had to top off the car and it was almost $100. That was premium and tank is relatively good size. But that's a high number, if I recall. I'm not price sensitive. I don't look at it for convenience. But because I only drive. But I fly more than I drive. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe I have to look at Baltic rates. Yeah, dry Baltic rates. Um, I don't know what crude is doing. Let me see what OIH is doing. OIH is at 33. No, no, OIH is down too. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, no, no, not there. Sorry. Hold on. I meant to swing. OIH. This is two. Yeah, that's tools. Okay. Yeah. Oil services. No, this is quiet. This is very quiet. So all demand is very soft. So let's go back to the Canaries. Okay. Yeah. What's that range? 43. We're at what? 44, 337, 250, 800. We're 800 points below. I'm saying. I'm saying. 50 bar is $800 below the all-time high for Dow. Pretty much capped up there. It hasn't moved. Yeah. I can't tell. I can't tell. There's no preponderance of evidence to say we could be heading there. Yeah. All I know is this: the industrials don't go up without move here and transportation. That is proven. Boom. Actually, we started a guy called MAC, stood for Military Airlift Command. We did some combination of these in real time, not daily, and we ran against ES. It would always tell you when ES was about to break out. Yeah, we did some of with the parametric equation. We don't know what the coefficients were. We we reversed solved for coefficients for the trans and Russell. Why Russell? Because NDX has some components in Russell that shares with the SPX. So we took Russell and trans. I'm not getting into the uh, logic of it, but we took some algorithm that homemade. I made it myself. Uh, three third order polynomial with Russell and Tran versus ES because they don't have futures. That's a well, Russell does, but transportation doesn't. That's the short one. They should have a transportation, but it's only 20 names. So we took those against ES. Is it called MAC? MAC is Military Lift Command. MAC. I think is Johnny here. Johnny would tell you. Johnny would go crazy if his MAC chart was not running because it was again you're shooting a fish in a barrel. So I don't see anything here. Yeah, very dead, very dead. We're above. Don't look at this. This is utility. I don't want to worry about that. That's just actually we pulled back on the treasuries. Uh, but we're near high. We're at 20 bar or 0.6, and look where these guys are at 50 bar. So very quiet. And look at the pattern. We've been heading up there, but not here. So I don't know what to tell you. Look at the now. These CIs are belong to the second subgraph because these are the influences. Okay, so they're both saying we're going to go higher up a little bit. That's it. The issue is not that. The issue is what happens when we get to third or fourth sigma channel. We're not plotting that. Let me give you a level to think about. Okay. Sigma channels. We're gonna go and plot it. Okay. So I want to see. Okay. What is that value? Fourth sigma is 45. No. 45. 45. 320. Let's say by the time we get there, say 45 400. We're going to see what happens with 45 400. Yeah, well, high is 45 073. So 45 400 to 500, 45 half. Okay, well that would be a clue I want to see in the Dow because it may go there, Michael, but most likely it could snap back. Any other questions for me? Sorry, I talked too much. It was an hour and a half this time. Any questions from you guys? Are we good here? Okay. We'll see you. Thanks, Siegfried. No problem. Yes, Michael. Anytime. Yes, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis, for all the help, all you do. And I gotta say thank you to Nancy. She's she holds the fort down. You know, she Airbus in the Navy is sits a deck above the commander of the carrier, but she controls who takes off and lands on the deck. And Siegfried, with whose budget? You're driving me nuts, Siegfried. Every time Siegfried shows up, he says, throw Chico a tomahawk. He's not spending his money. That son of a gun has been hiding his credit cards for a while. I don't know what's up with him, but he's probably got a little bit more IQ than you and I combined. Something is happening. So, maybe he thinks a crash is coming. I don't know. Anyhow, but yeah, but there's a Nancy choreographs what happens in the website. Okay, and so I have to say thank you anytime I get that opportunity. See you all, guys, all in 2 weeks. Today is the 19th. We're going to be meeting again on the 5th of March, and the 7th is a non-farm. Now, I will be out 2 weeks after that, okay, for about 3 or 4 days. 20th is the New Year, which is a Thursday. Most likely, we'll skip that. When I come back on the 26th, we'll have a webinar. Okay. Otherwise, we got to do like a Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. So, oh no. Hold on. No, I take that back. Hold on. No. Huh? Yeah. No, that's right. It'll be 5th and then 19th because you have 28 days. Yeah, 5th and 19th. I can't do 19th. I won't be here. I can't do this remotely. I got to be here. So maybe we'll do it on the 17th, which is a Monday, or like a Tuesday, the following Tuesday, 25th, when I'm back. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. All the best. Siegfried, I was just giving you a hard time. So, good night now.